Doing something for the very first time can be very frightening. The first time you took the car and drove by yourself. The first time you took charge of something at work. Beginning married life. Welcoming the first child into the family. Today we hear Jesus tell his disciples that the time has come that he is going to leave them. Certainly these are not easy words for them to hear. Jesus addresses the frightened disciples. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. But these words, this invitation of Jesus to trust, really doesn't do it for most of the disciples. They don't know where he is going, and they don't know what will come next. And that brings great distress. It's all a matter of not being in control of the situation and not being in control of the future. Thomas and Philip become spokesmen for the group. They want something more. They want to know exactly what Jesus is talking about, where he is going, and then what they are supposed to do. What really is going to happen after he leaves them? They want some clear directions. They want some answers. They want to feel that they have some kind of control over this new situation. Philip wants a miracle, a spectacular sign so that he will be sure that everything will be okay. Lord, show us the Father, and we will be satisfied. Philip wants a very visible, powerful sign that God will be there for them. And Jesus grants what Philip is asking, but not in the way that Philip expects or hopes. When he says to Philip, "Whoever has seen me has seen the Father." You've already got it, Philip. It's all wrapped up in the person of Jesus himself. Why were those disciples so upset, so distressed? It wasn't just the fact that Jesus was leaving. It was the whole matter of where they were going and what was coming next. And that's our experience too. We're confronted by illness. We face a breakup in marriage or a relationship. We lose our job. We experience a crisis in our church or in our parish. We deal with some personal failure, and we find ourselves in distress. We're in distress because we're not in control. We don't know where things are going. We don't know what's coming next. And what is our faith going to do for us? What is Jesus going to do for us? I wish I could tell you that there is something that the gospel left out, something that Jesus said later. But the only thing Jesus is going to tell us is what we've already heard today. When he told Thomas and Philip and the other disciples, "Whoever has seen me has seen the Father." We are assured, then, that God is one who cares just as Jesus does. God is one who wants to walk with us, to walk with humankind. God is a God who feeds and nourishes and lifts up, because that's exactly what Jesus did. Jesus also says, "I am the way and the truth and the life." Yes, Jesus went to a cross, but he also experienced the nearness of God and resurrection. It's in Jesus that we find our way to God, not necessarily our way out of a difficult situation, but our way to God's presence, not necessarily our way to comfort and ease, but our way to one who renews us, who strengthens us, who keeps us going. The disciples were greatly distressed when Jesus told them that he was leaving. And their distress resulted from their lack of control. They did not know where everything was heading, and they did not know what to do next. Think about that the next time you experience distress. Most often, it's because we find ourselves in a situation where we are not in control. We don't know where it's all going, and we aren't always sure of exactly what to do next. Our faith is not going to give us an answer or a solution, but Jesus makes it very clear. Our faith is about a person. I am the way and the truth and the life. Faith always leads us to a person, not a list of solutions. The early disciples found in Jesus the way to God and the way to experience God's love and God's presence, even in the midst of trial and distress and persecution. Hopefully, our faith today will bring us to that same kind of experience.